Hello, trophy travel hunters. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Tony. I'm doing a review of my recent trip from Vancouver to Hong Kong on the 787-9. This is the Dreamliner. This is quite a unique flight. I'm not sure if it's going to happen in the future, but it's supposed to be a direct flight from Vancouver to Hong Kong, but it does do a brief stopover in Seoul, Korea to change over crews. That's because crews, I guess they don't want to, the Air Canada crews don't want to quarantine in Hong Kong, so if they stop over in Seoul and change crews, the crew in Seoul can fly to Hong Kong and then fly right back to Seoul the same day without quarantining. So it's kind of a unique flight. I'm not sure if this is going to happen in the future once we get back to normalization. I think later on this year they will just have direct flights. It adds, because there's a stopover, it adds about an hour or two to the flight. The total flight time, including the stopover, is around 15 hours and 10 minutes. I was seated in row 7 in the window, and this is a picture of my seat. The flight was not full, so I got to video some of the empty seats. Nice amenities like slippers and an amenity bag. Very comfortable seat, well designed. The Dreamliner is very well designed. A lot of storage space, and this is another empty seat on the flight, and then a nice large TV. This is the TV screen, and then you have a table that comes out and then retracts, nice and large, and actually again the design is very nice. The windows are electronic, so they have an electronic dimmer instead of you being able to manually close the windows. Lots of storage space, socket, and then there's also a plug for your headphones, the Air Canada headphones. This is the seat control. They've got some lighting. What I like is they have an extra set of lights that are underneath your feet, which I like. That's kind of neat. They have lumbar support and a comfort function. They also have a massage function, but it's not very heavy, so you can't really feel it. And then they also have the lie flat for the bed. This is the drink menu. They have Laurent Perrier champagne. The rest of the menu, in terms, it's decent. The red wines and the white wines they serve are okay, but nothing to really get too excited about, so they're okay. I had a great meal at the signature suite already, so I didn't eat other than have some cheese and had some port. The port was fine, but again, kind of mid-level type port. These are the spirits they serve. And again, mid-level. They got Johnny Walker Black, but nothing that's really out of this world. Decent, but not overly impressive. This is the dinner menu. So on the flight, they serve a dinner and then breakfast before you land, and then on the route from Seoul to Hong Kong, they serve a light snack. In all, the food was decent, not great. I'm glad that I ate in the signature suite prior to the flight. That was much better, and you can see my review of that at the end part of this video. So I actually skipped the dinner. Didn't look that appetizing, and I already had a great dinner at the signature suite. I had some cheese with some port, and that was fine. Again, the cheese was okay and the port was okay. This was the breakfast menu, and you'll see I actually have a video later on showing it, along with a still shot of the food. And then these are the non-alcoholic drinks served on board. Fairly standard, nothing really of note. This is video of the breakfast. There's the fruits, the oats, which doesn't look that great, the orange juice, and then the main course. And so this is a still shot of the meal. All in all, it was a good flight. The actual product itself, the seats were very comfortable. Service was okay, although there was a weird incident between our changeover flight from Seoul to Hong Kong. I had the Munchkin mini air filtration system, which I've reviewed on this channel. and I've never had a problem with it, but somehow they wanted me to turn it off, so I did. But I've never had this, and this is quite frequent in what I find with Air Canada. They sometimes they have some weird rules that they just enforce, but we don't know why. So service was okay. They weren't overly friendly, but they were not impolite either. They were just okay, and the food quality was probably not as high as I like, especially for a business class product. But all in all, it was a good flight, especially if you're going to the signature suite. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and check out my video at the end on the signature suite and the Munchkin air filtration system. Until next time, happy travels.